Hi, good afternoon. Just want to say hello to everybody. How's everybody today? First, before I start, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please comment below. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know if there's anything you'd like me to talk about. I just realised I've got sunglasses in my pocket. I've been walking around trying to avoid the sun. It's a lovely sunny day today. It's quite chilly and cold and crisp, but as you can see, it's Ocean Village, the marina. I love it here. And it's lovely and sunny, and there's lots of people out having Christmas parties and Christmas lunches and things, which is really nice to see. And yeah, so my last video was about the abuse at Southampton General Hospital and A&E, and the baby police cadet that decided that domestic violence isn't domestic violence, and he'll just shout and scream at me. But he knows all about PTSD, and he knows all about domestic violence and coercive control and narcissism. But somebody banging on your window at 9 o'clock at night isn't domestic violence, and somebody shouting, screaming and trying to force you to take your kids back even though you're in A&E with chest pains, that's not domestic violence. So I've had a whole week of trying to get people to listen and reporting these abusive people and the systematic abuse that I keep getting subjected to, and I'm just trying to sort out my Christmas hat here because it's Christmas week. So this is probably the last week that a lot of the companies are going to be open. Most of the people are having Christmas parties and lunches, and then they're probably going to be closing up for Christmas. This is usually my favourite week at work. So when I was working in the surgeries, we'd have an amazing week where we'd all get dressed up in tinsel and Christmas hats and Christmas jewellery, go to Christmas parties, lunches, dinners, meeting everybody, Secret Santa. And this time last year I was doing the same thing as well at work. So it's my favourite week of the year, I think, even though I'm not Christian. I don't tend to celebrate Christmas that much. But this year I would like my kids to feel special, so I have asked, like, they can have Christmas presents from people. A lot of the companies give out Christmas presents and things to vulnerable families, and we're classed as vulnerable families, so that's fine if they want to treat my kids and make them feel special. And because they've ended up with a lot of presents, what I've done is I'm trying to stagger them so they get a little bit at a time. I don't want the children to feel spoiled. I don't want them to feel that they can have whatever they want whenever they want, and I don't want them to be not valuing what they have. So I want my children to grow up, and I said this yesterday actually at the post office. I said, I don't want my children to grow up on Adidas and Nike and Mamas and Papas and John Lewis and all of that stuff, because I want them to appreciate life, and I want them to appreciate money, and I want them to appreciate things and people, and I want them to value things, and I want them to realise that money isn't the main thing in life, that money doesn't buy you happiness, that you can have all the riches in the world and you still may be miserable, you still may not be happy and content in life. And my hat's a bit weird, isn't it? Put this side, is that better? So I'm trying to spread a bit of Christmas cheer here in my Phoenix gear, but with my Christmas hat on as well. It's pyjama day today at school, so I actually went into school to drop my kids off in pyjamas, in a robe, and my children had their pyjamas and their robes and their slippers and everything on, so it was quite nice. And I think all the parents were looking at me as if I'm mad. That's me. Not mad, but that's me having a different outlook on life, is that if it's pyjama day at school and I'm dropping my kids off, then I should wear pyjamas too. And I don't care what the rest of the world thinks, because that's me and that's what I'm going to do, and that's what I wanted to do, so I did. And that's fine. And they can call me crazy or delusional or nutty or over the top or attention seeking or any of the other things that people keep calling me and have called me my whole life, which again, I don't care. I am neurodiverse. I have a different outlook on life. I have a different way of looking at life, and thank goodness, because I'm not the sheep that go to 9-to-5 jobs and want to work for £9 an hour and think that's good enough and think that's all I'm worth. I turned down 5 NHS jobs that were going to pay me £9 an hour, minimum wage, to do admin work and to work at Southampton General Hospital and to work at local surgeries, and I thought, no, that's not good enough. At the age of my age, after surviving all of the things that I've survived, heart attacks, scorpion bites, falling out of windows, 360s on motorways, COVID, cholera, E. coli, preeclampsia, costochondritis twice now, heart attacks twice now, I am worth more than £9 an hour, and I'm worth more than minimum wage. I have psychology A-levels, I have A's and A-stars throughout, distinctions throughout, level 2 counselling, training in everything and anything. I am worth more than that. I run Phoenix Rising. I do an amazing job. I do that 24/7 without any pay, without any recognition, award, applause for it. The only thing I get is my amazing group members. Now, we're not at 2 years yet, and we're at 6,800 worldwide members, which is an amazing achievement for a stupid, useless, worthless, crazy, delusional, nutty housewife who was forced to stay at home for 10 years and not allowed to go to work. I think that's pretty bad. I think not bad. I think that's pretty amazing, really. I think that's phenomenal. The amount of groups that I've seen on there with business people who have business expertise, who have IT, who have training, who have qualifications, and their group hasn't got more than 1,000 and they've been around for more than me. I think that's pretty good. And I was hoping to get to 10,000 by 2 years. I might not make that, but that's okay again, because it doesn't matter, because we tend to live our life according to societal norms. We tend to live our life according to what other people expect us to do. We put masks every day. We live according to what will please somebody else and what will make somebody else comfortable and happy and safe and secure. Our life is our life. Our children's life is, part of our responsibilities as well. And we have a responsibility to make ourselves feel happy and safe and content in life and do what makes us happy. And I said that to a friend yesterday who is not living a great life and who has not been living a great life for about 30 years. And I'm not going to say too much about that, but that do what makes you happy. Be whatever you need to be happy and safe and content, and to live a more fulfilled life. Because at the end of the day, my kids aren't going to come and save me. My neighbours, my employers, my colleagues, the people at the school, the people in the hospital, the people in the police station, none of these people will come and save me if I'm having a heart attack at 7 o'clock at night on a Friday and I desperately need help and support. I am completely on my own. It is me or me. Nobody else is going to do that for me. I have to save myself. And my favourite quote, there's a few quotes that I really like at the moment that I like to put on t-shirts and wear, like this one, is she needed a hero, so she became one. And the other one is, and then I got up just one last time. And there's a few others which aren't coming to mind right now, and I'll tell you in a minute when I remember them. But these are the kind of slogans that I want to live my life by. And the hashtag All Lives Matter, hashtag Black Lives Matter, hashtag Coloured Lives Matter, hashtag BAM and VAWG, Victims Matter, Vulnerable Victims Matter. It doesn't matter if we live in SO17, it doesn't matter if we live in SO14, it doesn't matter if we live in the gutter. We are human beings, we matter, we have a right to live and breathe in this world. That is a God-given right to every single human being and animal and plant in this world. We all matter. Our pain matters. Our experiences matter. Our beliefs, our feelings, our outlook on life matters. And if other people feel threatened by that, if other people feel insecure by that, if other people feel uncomfortable by us expressing our views or living our lives according to our standards, then they need to deal with that, and they need to get some help, support, therapy, treatment, whatever it is they need to do to make them accept us, because we're not doing anything wrong by being us, by living, by breathing, by speaking, by giving our values and beliefs and opinions on a subject. Does not make us abusive, does not mean that we are doing something wrong. It means that they have a problem, they need to work on that problem. So don't change yourself to make somebody else comfortable or happy or safe or secure. Do it because you and your children need you to do it, but only if it's in your best interest and your children's best interest. Don't change yourself or change your life or adapt your views and your values and your outlook on life for other people, because you are important, you matter, you belong in this world. We all belong in this world. We all deserve to live a happy, healthy, safe life on our own terms, according to our own beliefs and rules and ideas and values. And when you realize that, it's such a powerful thing, because you no longer will conform to other people's beliefs and expectations. You will live each day fulfilled and happy and content. Because no matter what happens in life, there will always be bullies, there will always be abusers, there will always be negative, horrible, evil, cruel, manipulative, vindictive people, sadistic people, Satan spawn, whatever you want to call them, narcs, narcissists, perverts, pedophiles, murderers. All of that stuff will always be alive and living and coinciding and coexisting with us, because what I've learned is yin and yang stands for good and bad, evil versus good. We cannot appreciate and understand what good is unless we have evil to combat it. So when we see something happening, or when we compare something to like a good thing with a bad thing, that's when we realize what's the good bit and what's the bad bit. So unless you had evil people in this world, and abusers and manipulators and narcissists and things, we wouldn't know who the saviors and who the angels and who the good, kind, caring people are, because everybody would be the same. So it's a rule of life that you always have bad and good, evil versus angels. It's just how it is, and we have to manage that, and we have to live our lives according to that, and we have to try and survive horrific, horrendous experiences despite the evil people that we encounter. And it's going to happen all day, every day. We can't stop it. You know, I go to a hospital and I am treated like a whore. I go to the police station and I am treated like a waste of space. I go to the surgery and they refuse to help and support and give me some painkillers. I go to the school and the teachers are ignoring me or not helping and supporting my children. It happens. The only bit of that I can control is how I react to that and how I view myself as a result of that, and then what actions I take, if any, and how I manage it and deal with it. And what I am working on, what we all need to work on, is our triggers and how we can stop these evil people infiltrating our peace and our calm and our lives, and how we can manage their behaviors and keep them at bay without letting them hurt and affect us. So that's the main thing we have to work on, and we'll get there. We will get there. It may be a long road, it may be difficult, and we may struggle, we may tumble on the way, we might take one step forward and 2 steps back, but then we get back up again. We straighten that crown of ours and we get back to work, and we deal with it, and we work through it, and we learn, and we manage, and we teach ourselves and others, and we train and we educate ourselves, and we deal with it, and we do amazingly, and we're going to win at the end. Good will overcome evil. Good will triumph. We will be happy and healthy and safe and content in life. We will be successful. No amount of evil, I think one of the things that I read, memes that I read recently, was if they have to gather a group to fight against you, it shows you how strong you are. Because if you can do this on your own, and there is a group of people being evil and abusive and manipulative and bullying you and putting you together, putting you down, and they have to work together to do that, that shows you just how strong you are and how much of a threat you are to them, and how threatened they are and how scared they are of you. Because if this one little Bengali girl, 5 foot, 8 stone Bengali girl from a tiny little village in Bangladesh with no medical treatment, nothing, can survive a traumatic birth, can survive a scorpion bite at 6 months, can survive falling out the window at 3 years, can survive all of the traumatic things she's been through and still be amazing, and still be saving lives every single day, still be running support groups, still be setting up advocacy, still be single-handedly looking after her children, still be doing all of the things that she needs to do, while still fighting the systematic abuse every single day, while still fighting abusive, narcissistic partners and toxic family members and friends, and a narrow-minded, backwards community that has no vision and no understanding of anything, but would like to judge you and treat you badly as a result of it. Anyone can do it. We just have to believe. We have to believe in ourselves. We have to believe in our powers. We have to believe that we have everything we need within ourselves. We don't have to look outside of us. We need to look within us. So keep going, guys. You're going to do amazingly. If I don't hear from you or speak to you soon, then have an amazing holiday break. Happy New Year, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care, stay safe, and don't forget to subscribe and join my support group, Phoenix Rising Surviving Abuse and Trauma, on Facebook. And inshallah soon I will have office space. I will have a website, I will have CIC status, I will have funding from the government and from local communities and organisations, and we are going to smash this. It is going to go global. It already is. It's going to have global recognition, and we are going to do amazingly. And we are going to be on par with Women's Aid. We are going to be on par with all of the other local organisations, and we are going to make history, and we are going to make huge changes in the world for the good. We're going to get legislation change. We are going to have a Phoenix legislation one day that gives victims more power, that changes the fact that, you know, innocent until proven guilty should not apply in domestic violence situations, that victims are listened to, heard and validated, and not mistreated as a result of their socioeconomic status or their postcode or the colour of their skin or their background or their beliefs or anything else, that we are treated as human beings and given the respect and validation that we deserve. So that is one of my dreams, and hopefully I will realise that with the help of everybody else. You take care, stay safe, bye.